What if the ancient world held secrets so advanced that even today we struggle to explain them? Picture this, a 2,000-year-old device discovered in a shipwreck with gears so precise it could predict the movements of the stars. This isn't science fiction, it's the Antikythera Mechanism, and it's just one of the many ancient inventions that leave scientists and historians scratching their heads. From mysterious batteries to unreadable manuscripts, the past is filled with artifacts that challenge everything we think we know about human history. In this video, we're diving into 25 of the most baffling ancient inventions, objects, and creations that defy explanation and spark endless debates. Why were they made? How did ancient civilizations achieve such feats without the technology we have today? And what do these discoveries tell us about the ingenuity of our ancestors? Stay with us as we unravel these mysteries, piece by piece, and uncover the secrets of the ancient world. By the end of this journey, you'll see history in a whole new light, and maybe even question what's truly possible. Let's begin. Now, let's take a closer look at the Antikythera Mechanism, a device so advanced for its time that it's often hailed as the world's first analog computer. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this ancient artifact dates back to around 100 to 200 years before the Common Era. At first glance, it might look like a corroded lump of metal, but when researchers began to examine it, they uncovered something extraordinary: a complex system of interlocking gears, each precisely crafted to perform specific functions. The mechanism was designed to predict astronomical events with remarkable accuracy. It could track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, as well as predict eclipses and even mark the dates of ancient athletic games like the Olympics. What's truly astonishing is the level of sophistication involved. The device used a series of gears, some with teeth so small and intricate that they rival the precision of modern machinery. This level of engineering was thought to be impossible for its time, leaving historians and scientists baffled. How did the ancient Greeks achieve such precision without the tools and technology we have today? The Antikythera Mechanism challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations, suggesting that they may have possessed knowledge far beyond what we've given them credit for. It's a reminder that the past is full of surprises, and sometimes the most incredible discoveries come from the most unexpected places. As we continue to unravel its secrets, one thing is clear: this ancient device is a testament to the ingenuity and brilliance of its creators. Now, shifting our focus to the theories surrounding the Antikythera Mechanism, one of the biggest questions is whether this device was a unique creation or part of a broader tradition of advanced technology. Some researchers believe it was a singular masterpiece, crafted by a brilliant but isolated inventor. Others argue that such a sophisticated device couldn't have been created in a vacuum, suggesting it might have been part of a larger, now lost tradition of mechanical engineering in the ancient world. This raises the tantalizing possibility that other similar devices once existed but have since been lost to time. Another intriguing theory proposes that the mechanism was inspired by earlier Babylonian astronomical knowledge. The ancient Greeks were known to have interacted with Babylonian scholars, and it's possible that this exchange of ideas led to the creation of the Antikythera Mechanism. This theory highlights the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations and their shared pursuit of understanding the cosmos. In modern times, scientists and engineers have attempted to recreate the Antikythera mechanism to better understand its inner workings. Using advanced imaging techniques like X-ray tomography, researchers have been able to peer inside the corroded fragments and map out the intricate gear systems. These efforts have led to the creation of functional replicas, which not only demonstrate the device's capabilities, but also showcase the extraordinary skill of its ancient creators. These modern recreations have deepened our appreciation for the mechanism's complexity and have sparked new debates about the technological prowess of the ancient world. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the Antikythera mechanism, one thing remains clear. This ancient device challenges our assumptions about the past and reminds us that history is often far more complex and fascinating than we imagine. With each new discovery, we inch closer to unraveling the secrets of this remarkable invention, and perhaps to uncovering even more evidence of ancient ingenuity. Now let's turn our attention to another fascinating artifact that has puzzled historians and scientists alike: the Baghdad Battery. Discovered in the 1930s near the ancient city of Ctesiphon in modern-day Iraq, this peculiar object consists of a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod. When assembled, it resembles what some believe could be an early form of a battery, capable of producing a small electric charge. The idea that ancient civilizations might have harnessed electricity centuries before its modern discovery is both thrilling and controversial. The Baghdad Battery dates back to the Parthian period, around 2,000 years ago, and its purpose remains a subject of intense debate. One of the most popular theories suggests it was used for electroplating, a process where a thin layer of metal is deposited onto another surface. Ancient artisans could have used this device to coat objects with gold or silver, creating intricate and valuable decorations. This theory aligns with the discovery of gilded artifacts from the same era, hinting at a possible connection. However, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that the Baghdad Battery might have had a more mundane purpose, such as storing scrolls or serving as a container for sacred substances. Some even propose it was used in religious rituals, perhaps to create a small electric shock that could have been interpreted as a divine sign. Without definitive evidence, the true function of this artifact remains shrouded in mystery. What makes the Baghdad Battery so intriguing is the possibility that it represents a lost chapter in the history of technology. If it was indeed a battery, it challenges our understanding of ancient innovation and raises questions about what other advanced knowledge might have been lost over time. Modern experiments have shown that replicas of the Baghdad Battery can generate a small voltage, adding weight to the idea that it could have been used for electrical purposes. As we explore the enigma of the Baghdad Battery, we're reminded once again that the ancient world was far more sophisticated than we often give it credit for. Whether it was a tool for artisans, a sacred object, or something entirely different, this artifact continues to spark curiosity and debate, inviting us to reconsider the boundaries of ancient ingenuity. Now, shifting our focus to the ongoing debates surrounding the Baghdad Battery, we find a fascinating clash of ideas that keeps this ancient artifact at the center of scholarly discussion. While some experts champion the theory that it was an early form of a battery, others remain skeptical, proposing alternative explanations for its purpose. One of the most prominent counterarguments suggests that the Baghdad Battery might have simply been a storage vessel, perhaps used to hold scrolls or sacred oils. This interpretation aligns with the design of similar containers found in the region, which were often used for practical or ceremonial purposes. Adding to the intrigue, some researchers argue that the Baghdad Battery could have played a role in religious rituals. The idea is that the device might have been used to produce a mild electric shock, which could have been interpreted as a divine or supernatural phenomenon. This theory draws parallels to other ancient cultures that used technology to create awe-inspiring effects during ceremonies. However, without concrete evidence linking the artifact to specific rituals, this remains speculative. To shed light on these debates, modern scientists have conducted experiments to test the electrical capabilities of the Baghdad Battery. Replicas of the artifact, when filled with an acidic solution like vinegar or lemon juice, have been shown to generate a small voltage, enough to power a low-energy device or produce a faint electric current. These findings lend credibility to the battery theory, but they also raise new questions. If the Baghdad Battery was indeed capable of producing electricity, why is there no widespread evidence of its use in ancient times? Why haven't more such devices been discovered? The lack of additional artifacts or written records describing its use complicates the matter further. Some scholars argue that if the Baghdad Battery was a common tool, we would expect to find more examples or references to its function in historical texts. Its apparent uniqueness has led others to speculate that it might have been a rare or experimental device, possibly even a one-off creation by an inventive artisan. As we weigh these competing theories, the Baghdad Battery continues to challenge our understanding of ancient technology. Whether it was a groundbreaking invention, a ceremonial object, or a simple storage jar, its true purpose remains elusive. What's undeniable, however, is the way it invites us to rethink the capabilities of ancient civilizations and the mysteries they left behind. With each new discovery and experiment, we come closer to unraveling the secrets of this enigmatic artifact, even as it reminds us how much we still have to learn about the past. Now, turning our attention to another baffling artifact, we encounter the Voynich Manuscript, a book that has puzzled scholars, cryptographers, and historians for centuries. This mysterious manuscript, named after the Polish book dealer Wilfrid Voynich, who acquired it in the early 20th century, is filled with pages of undecipherable text and strange, otherworldly illustrations. Its origins are as enigmatic as its content, with carbon dating placing its creation somewhere between the early 15th and early 16th centuries. Yet, despite its age, no one has been able to definitively decode its language or uncover its true purpose. The manuscript's text is written in an unknown script, often referred to as Voynichese, which doesn't match any known language or writing system. The characters flow in a way that suggests a structured language, with patterns that hint at grammar and syntax, but no one has been able to translate it. Adding to the mystery are the bizarre illustrations that accompany the text. These include drawings of plants that don't resemble any known species, astronomical diagrams that don't align with known celestial patterns, and depictions of women bathing in what appear to be interconnected pools or tubes. The combination of these elements has led to countless theories about the manuscript's origins and purpose. One of the most popular theories is that the Voynich manuscript is a medical or botanical text, possibly written by an alchemist or herbalist. The detailed drawings of plants and the inclusion of what seem to be medicinal recipes support this idea. However, the plants depicted don't match any known flora, leading some to speculate that they might be fictional or symbolic. Another theory suggests that the manuscript is an elaborate hoax, created to deceive or entertain. Yet, the complexity and consistency of the text make this theory difficult to accept, as creating such a detailed and coherent fake would have required an extraordinary level of effort and skill. Others believe the manuscript could be a coded message, perhaps containing secret knowledge or even a treasure map. This idea has fueled the imaginations of treasure hunters and conspiracy theorists for decades. Some have even proposed that the manuscript is of extraterrestrial origin, though this theory lacks any concrete evidence. Despite the many attempts to decode it, ranging from traditional cryptanalysis to modern artificial intelligence algorithms, the Voynich Manuscript remains stubbornly resistant to interpretation. What makes the Voynich Manuscript particularly fascinating is not just its undecipherable text, but the sheer breadth of possibilities it presents. It challenges our understanding of history, language, and even the limits of human knowledge. Whether it's a lost scientific treatise, an elaborate hoax, or something entirely beyond our comprehension, the Voynich Manuscript continues to captivate and confound. As we move forward, this ancient enigma reminds us that some mysteries may never be fully solved, leaving us to wonder what secrets it still holds. Over the years, countless experts have tried to unlock the secrets of the Voynich Manuscript, but its code remains unbroken. Cryptographers, linguists, and even artificial intelligence have taken on the challenge, yet the manuscript continues to defy interpretation. One of the earliest attempts came in the 1920s, when William Friedman, a renowned cryptographer who helped break Japanese codes during World War II, turned his attention to the manuscript. Despite his expertise, Friedman concluded that the text might be a constructed language designed to be intentionally obscure. This idea has persisted, with some suggesting the manuscript uses a form of steganography, where the true message is hidden within the apparent text. In more recent decades, linguists have analyzed the manuscript structure, looking for patterns that might reveal its meaning. Some have proposed that the text follows a natural language's statistical properties, while others argue it could be a form of glossolalia, or speaking in tongues, with no real meaning at all. Artificial intelligence has also been employed in the quest to decode the manuscript. In 2017, a team of Canadian researchers used machine learning to analyze the text, suggesting it might be written in Hebrew with the letters rearranged. However, this theory has been met with skepticism, as the resulting translations were often nonsensical or contradictory. Despite these efforts, the Voynich Manuscript's language remains a mystery. Some researchers believe the key to decoding it lies in understanding the context of its creation. For instance, if the manuscript is indeed a medical or botanical text, as some theories suggest, then identifying the plants or symbols depicted might provide clues. Others argue that the manuscript's illustrations hold the key, with the interconnected pools and tubes possibly representing alchemical processes or even early scientific experiments. Yet, without a Rosetta Stone-like reference to compare it to, the manuscript's true meaning remains elusive. The most popular theories about its content continue to spark debate. Some believe it contains lost knowledge from an ancient civilization, while others think it might be a medieval hoax designed to deceive or entertain. A few even suggest it could be a personal journal, written in a private code known only to its creator. Whatever the case, the Voynich Manuscript stands as a testament to the limits of human understanding, reminding us that some mysteries are not easily solved. As we move forward, this ancient puzzle continues to challenge and inspire, leaving us to wonder what secrets it might still hold. Now, let's shift our focus to another fascinating mystery from the ancient world, the Dendera light. Deep within the Temple of Hathor in Egypt, there are carvings that have sparked intense debate among historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts of ancient technology. These carvings depict what some believe to be ancient electric light bulbs, complete with filaments and sockets. At first glance, the images seem to show elongated bulbs connected to what could be interpreted as wires or cables, leading some to argue that the ancient Egyptians might have possessed knowledge of electricity. Mainstream archaeologists, however, offer a different interpretation. They suggest that these carvings are symbolic representations of religious or mythological concepts. The so-called bulbs are thought to depict the lotus flower, a sacred symbol in Egyptian culture, while the filaments may represent serpents, which were often associated with divine power and protection. The temple itself was dedicated to Hathor, the goddess of joy, love, and motherhood, and the carvings are believed to illustrate rituals or myths tied to her worship. This explanation aligns with the broader understanding of ancient Egyptian art, which frequently used symbolic imagery to convey spiritual ideas. Yet, the alternative theories persist. Proponents of the ancient technology hypothesis point to the precision and detail of the carvings, arguing that they resemble modern electrical components too closely to be mere coincidence. Some even suggest that the ancient Egyptians might have used primitive forms of electricity for lighting or other purposes, though no physical evidence of such technology has ever been found. This theory often ties into broader claims about lost ancient civilizations with advanced knowledge, a theme that continues to captivate the imagination of many. Modern interpretations of the Dendera light carvings often highlight the divide between mainstream archaeology and fringe theories. While most scholars dismiss the idea of ancient electricity as speculative, the carvings remain a popular topic in discussions about unexplained ancient inventions. They serve as a reminder of how easily modern interpretations can be projected onto the past, and how much we still have to learn about the ingenuity and creativity of ancient cultures. Whether the Dendera light represents a forgotten technology or a profound spiritual symbol, it continues to intrigue and inspire, leaving us to wonder what other secrets the ancient world might hold. Moving forward, let's explore how modern interpretations of the Dendera light have fueled ongoing debates between fringe theorists and mainstream archaeologists. For those who support the idea of ancient electricity, the carvings are seen as undeniable proof of advanced technological knowledge. They argue that the precision of the designs, with their bulb-like shapes and filament-like lines, is too deliberate to be purely symbolic. Some even suggest that the ancient Egyptians might have harnessed electricity for practical purposes, such as lighting their temples or powering tools, though no direct evidence of such technology has ever been uncovered. These theorists often point to other ancient mysteries, like the Baghdad Battery, as potential pieces of a larger puzzle, hinting at a lost civilization with capabilities far beyond what we traditionally assume. On the other hand, mainstream archaeologists remain skeptical, emphasizing the importance of context when interpreting ancient art. They argue that the Dendera carvings are best understood within the framework of Egyptian religious symbolism. The so-called bulbs are more likely representations of the lotus flower, a sacred emblem tied to creation and rebirth, while the filaments could symbolize serpents, which were often associated with divine energy and protection. This interpretation aligns with the broader themes of Egyptian mythology, where art served as a medium to convey spiritual and cosmic ideas rather than literal technological achievements. For these scholars, the carvings are a testament to the Egyptians' rich symbolic language, not evidence of forgotten science. The divide between these perspectives highlights a recurring challenge in the study of ancient history: the tension between imaginative speculation and evidence-based analysis. While fringe theories often capture public imagination, they frequently lack the archaeological or historical support required to gain acceptance in academic circles. Mainstream archaeologists caution against projecting modern concepts onto ancient artifacts, stressing the need to interpret them within their cultural and historical context. Yet the allure of the Dendera light persists, serving as a fascinating example of how ancient mysteries continue to inspire both wonder and debate. As we reflect on these differing interpretations, it's clear that the Dendera light remains a captivating enigma. Whether viewed as a symbol of spiritual power or a glimpse into ancient technological prowess, it challenges us to reconsider what we know about the past. And with that, we turn our attention to another remarkable ancient mystery: the Nazca lines, where massive geoglyphs etched into the Peruvian desert raise questions about their purpose and the methods used to create them. Now let's journey from the enigmatic carvings of Dendera to the vast, open deserts of Peru, where another ancient mystery awaits: the Nazca lines. These massive geoglyphs, etched into the arid landscape, stretch across hundreds of square kilometers, depicting everything from intricate animals and plants to precise geometric shapes. Some of the most famous designs include a hummingbird, a spider, and a monkey, each so large that they can only be fully appreciated from the air. The sheer scale and precision of these figures have baffled researchers for decades, raising questions about how and why they were created. One of the most widely discussed theories about the Nazca lines is that they served as an astronomical calendar. Some researchers believe the lines align with celestial events, such as solstices or equinoxes, suggesting they were used to track time or mark important seasonal changes. This idea is supported by the fact that many of the lines point toward the horizon, where the sun rises or sets during key astronomical events. For an ancient civilization dependent on agriculture, such a calendar would have been invaluable for planning planting and harvesting cycles. However, not everyone is convinced by the astronomical explanation. Another intriguing theory proposes that the Nazca lines were created as messages or signals for extraterrestrial beings. Proponents of this idea argue that the massive scale of the designs, visible only from high above, suggests they were intended for an audience in the sky. Some even speculate that the lines could have been landing strips or markers for alien spacecraft, though this theory remains highly speculative and lacks concrete evidence. While it's a fascinating idea, mainstream archaeologists tend to dismiss it, pointing out that there's no direct evidence to support such claims. Beyond these theories, some researchers suggest that the Nazca lines had a more spiritual or religious purpose. They argue that the geoglyphs may have been part of rituals or ceremonies, perhaps used to communicate with deities or honor the natural world. The act of creating these massive designs could have been a form of communal worship, bringing people together to work on a project that symbolized their connection to the cosmos or the earth. This interpretation aligns with the broader cultural practices of ancient Andean societies, which often placed great importance on harmony with nature and the spiritual realm. What makes the Nazca lines even more remarkable is the question of how they were created. The Nazca people, who lived in the region between around 200 BC and 600 AD, didn't have access to modern tools or aerial technology. Yet they managed to create these precise designs by removing the dark, iron-rich surface stones to reveal the lighter soil beneath. Some researchers believe they used simple tools and careful measurements, possibly guided by wooden stakes and ropes, to achieve such accuracy. Others suggest that the Nazca people may have had a deeper understanding of geometry and spatial planning than we give them credit for. As we ponder the purpose and creation of the Nazca lines, one thing is clear: they remain one of the most captivating mysteries of the ancient world. Whether they were an astronomical tool, a spiritual offering, or something else entirely, these geoglyphs challenge us to rethink the capabilities and intentions of ancient civilizations. And with that, we'll turn our attention to another fascinating artifact, the Piri Reis map, a centuries-old document that continues to spark debates about ancient seafaring knowledge and the mysteries of early cartography. Now, shifting our focus from the theories surrounding the Nazca lines, let's delve into the fascinating question of how these colossal designs were actually created. The Nazca people, who thrived in this region between around 200 BC and 600 AD, didn't have the luxury of modern technology or aerial views. Yet they managed to etch these intricate geoglyphs into the desert floor with remarkable precision. So, how did they do it? One of the most widely accepted explanations is that the Nazca people used simple yet effective tools and techniques. By removing the dark, iron-rich surface stones, they exposed the lighter soil beneath, creating a striking contrast that made the designs visible. Researchers believe they may have used wooden stakes and ropes to map out the designs on the ground, carefully measuring distances and angles to ensure accuracy. Some even suggest that they could have scaled nearby hills to get a partial view of their work, allowing them to make adjustments as they went. This method would have required not only patience and skill, but also a deep understanding of geometry and spatial planning. Interestingly, some experiments have shown that it's possible to recreate smaller versions of the Nazca lines using these basic tools and techniques. Modern researchers have tried replicating the process, and while it's labor-intensive, it's not impossible. This lends credibility to the idea that the Nazca people relied on their ingenuity and teamwork to achieve such a feat. However, the sheer scale of the designs still raises questions about how they maintained such precision over such vast distances. Another intriguing aspect of the Nazca lines is their preservation. Despite being exposed to the elements for over 1,000 years, many of the geoglyphs remain remarkably intact. The dry, windless climate of the Nazca Desert has played a significant role in protecting these ancient artworks. However, modern threats, such as climate change and human activity, pose new challenges. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve the Nazca lines, including restricting access to certain areas and using advanced technology to monitor their condition. Drones and satellite imaging have become invaluable tools for studying and protecting these fragile designs, ensuring they remain a source of wonder for future generations. As we reflect on the creation and preservation of the Nazca lines, it's clear that they represent not only a technical achievement, but also a testament to the creativity and determination of the Nazca people. These geoglyphs continue to inspire awe and curiosity, reminding us of the incredible capabilities of ancient civilizations. And with that, we'll turn our attention to another remarkable artifact, the Piri Reis map, a centuries-old document that challenges our understanding of early cartography and the mysteries of ancient seafaring knowledge. Now let's navigate to a different kind of mystery, one that lies not on the ground but on parchment. The Piri Reis map, created in the year 1513, is a fascinating artifact that has puzzled historians and cartographers for centuries. This map, drawn by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, is remarkable for its depiction of parts of the world with surprising accuracy, including regions like the coastlines of South America and even Antarctica, a continent that wouldn't be officially discovered for another 300 years. How could a map from the 16th century show such precise details about lands that were supposedly unknown at the time? Theories about the origins of the Piri Reis map are as intriguing as the map itself. Piri Reis claimed that he used a variety of sources to create his work, including older maps from different cultures, some of which may have been lost to history. Some researchers suggest that these ancient sources could have been based on knowledge passed down from even earlier civilizations, possibly ones with advanced seafaring capabilities. Could there have been ancient explorers who charted these distant lands long before the age of European exploration? The idea challenges our understanding of history and raises questions about the extent of ancient maritime knowledge. One of the most debated aspects of the Piri Reis map is its depiction of Antarctica. While some argue that the map shows the continent's coastline with startling accuracy, others believe it might represent a misinterpretation of other landmasses or even a speculative addition. Skeptics point out that the map's details don't perfectly align with Antarctica's actual geography, suggesting that it might instead depict parts of South America or even mythical lands from ancient legends. Despite these debates, the map's existence continues to fuel speculation about the possibility of lost knowledge or even advanced ancient technologies. Modern cartographic analysis has added another layer to the mystery. Using advanced techniques, researchers have compared the Piri Reis map to modern maps, noting both its remarkable accuracies and its puzzling inaccuracies. Some believe that the map's precision in certain areas could only have been achieved with access to highly detailed source materials, while its errors might reflect the limitations of the time or the blending of multiple maps. This blend of accuracy and ambiguity makes the Piri Reis map a captivating enigma, one that invites us to reconsider what we know about the history of exploration and cartography. As we ponder the origins and implications of the Piri Reis map, it's clear that this artifact is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a window into the mysteries of ancient knowledge and the enduring human drive to explore and understand the world. And with that, we'll set our sights on another marvel of ancient engineering, the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure that continues to defy explanation with its precision and scale. The controversies surrounding the Piri Reis map are as layered as the map itself, sparking debates that continue to divide experts and enthusiasts alike. One of the most heated discussions centers on whether the map truly depicts Antarctica, or if it's a case of misinterpretation. Supporters of the Antarctica theory point to the map's detailed coastline, which some argue aligns closely with the continent's actual geography, particularly its ice-free regions. They suggest that this could imply the existence of ancient knowledge about Antarctica, possibly from a time when its coasts were free of ice, a scenario that would push back the timeline of human exploration by thousands of years. On the other hand, skeptics argue that the map's so-called depiction of Antarctica might instead represent parts of South America, or even mythical lands from ancient legends. They highlight inconsistencies in the map's details, such as the placement of certain landforms and the absence of key geographical features that would be expected if it were truly Antarctica. Some researchers propose that Piri Reis might have combined multiple source maps, blending accurate information with speculative or symbolic elements, which could explain the map's mix of precision and ambiguity. Modern cartographic analysis has added a new dimension to this debate. Using advanced techniques, researchers have compared the Piri Reis map to contemporary maps, noting both its remarkable accuracies and puzzling inaccuracies. For instance, the map's depiction of the South American coastline is strikingly precise in some areas, suggesting access to highly detailed source materials. However, other regions appear distorted or incomplete, possibly reflecting the limitations of the tools and knowledge available at the time. This blend of accuracy and error has led some to speculate that the map's creators might have relied on a combination of first-hand observations, ancient charts, and even artistic license. Theories about the map's sources further complicate the picture. Piri Reis himself claimed to have used older maps from various cultures, some of which may have been lost to history. Could these sources have included knowledge from advanced ancient civilizations with seafaring capabilities far beyond what we currently understand? Or were they simply the result of accumulated maritime knowledge passed down through generations? The answers remain elusive, but the questions themselves challenge our understanding of history and the limits of ancient exploration. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Piri Reis map, it's clear that this artifact is more than just a historical curiosity. It's a testament to the enduring human desire to explore and map the unknown. Whether it accurately depicts Antarctica or not, the map invites us to reconsider the boundaries of ancient knowledge and the stories that might still be waiting to be uncovered. And with that, we turn our attention to another marvel of ancient ingenuity, the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure that continues to defy explanation with its precision and scale. Now, shifting our focus to one of the most iconic structures in human history, we arrive at the Great Pyramid of Giza. This colossal monument, built over 4,500 years ago, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of ancient Egypt. What makes the Great Pyramid truly remarkable is not just its size, but the astonishing precision with which it was constructed. Each of its massive stone blocks, some weighing as much as 2.5 tons, was cut and placed with such accuracy that the gaps between them are often less than a millimeter wide. This level of craftsmanship is something that even modern engineers find difficult to replicate, especially when considering the tools and technology available at the time. The pyramid's alignment is another source of fascination. Its 4 sides are almost perfectly oriented to the cardinal directions north, south, east, and west, with only a minuscule margin of error. This precision suggests a deep understanding of astronomy and geometry, raising questions about how the ancient Egyptians achieved such accuracy without the advanced instruments we have today. Some researchers believe they may have used the stars as a guide, while others propose that they employed sophisticated surveying techniques that have since been lost to history. Equally puzzling is the question of how the massive stones were transported and lifted into place. The pyramid consists of over 2 million blocks, many of which were quarried from sites miles away. Theories range from the use of ramps and sledges to more speculative ideas involving counterweights or even water channels. Yet, despite decades of study, no single explanation has been universally accepted. The sheer scale of the project, combined with the limited tools at their disposal, makes the construction of the Great Pyramid a mystery that continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Adding to the intrigue is the pyramid's internal structure. The chambers and passageways inside are not only architecturally complex, but also aligned with remarkable precision. The king's chamber, for instance, is located at the heart of the pyramid and is constructed with granite blocks so precisely fitted that they create a near-perfect seal. The purpose of these chambers and the methods used to build them remain subjects of intense debate, with some suggesting they served as tombs, while others propose they had astronomical or even spiritual significance. As we marvel at the Great Pyramid of Giza, it's impossible not to wonder how the ancient Egyptians accomplished such a feat. Was it the result of meticulous planning and unparalleled skill, or did they possess knowledge or technologies that have since been forgotten? The answers may lie buried in the sands of time, but the questions they inspire remind us of the boundless potential of human creativity and determination. And with that, we turn to the next chapter in our exploration of ancient mysteries, the theories surrounding how this monumental structure was built. Now, as we delve deeper into the mystery of the Great Pyramid's construction, let's explore the many theories that attempt to explain how this architectural marvel came to be. One of the most widely accepted ideas is the use of ramps. Archaeologists and engineers have proposed that the ancient Egyptians built massive ramps, either straight or zigzagging, to haul the enormous stone blocks into place. These ramps could have been made of mud brick or compacted earth, gradually extending upward as the pyramid grew taller. While this theory seems plausible, it raises questions about the sheer volume of material required and how such ramps could have been dismantled without leaving significant traces. Another popular theory involves the use of sledges and rollers. Ancient depictions show workers transporting heavy objects on wooden sledges, which were likely lubricated with water or oil to reduce friction. This method, combined with teams of laborers pulling ropes, could have made the movement of the massive stones more manageable. However, even with these tools, the precision required to position the blocks so accurately remains a point of debate. Some researchers have suggested more advanced techniques, such as counterweight systems. These systems would have used weights and levers to lift the stones into place, potentially reducing the physical strain on workers. While this idea is intriguing, there's little archaeological evidence to support it, leaving it largely in the realm of speculation. Then there are the more unconventional theories, which often capture the imagination of those fascinated by the unknown. Some propose that the ancient Egyptians possessed lost technologies, tools, or methods that have since been forgotten or destroyed. These could include advanced machinery or even techniques for softening or molding stone, allowing for easier shaping and placement. While these ideas are compelling, they lack concrete evidence and are often dismissed by mainstream scholars. Perhaps the most controversial theory involves extraterrestrial assistance. Proponents of this idea argue that the precision and scale of the pyramid's construction exceed the capabilities of ancient humans, suggesting that advanced beings from beyond Earth may have played a role. While this theory has gained popularity in certain circles, it remains firmly outside the bounds of accepted historical and archaeological research. Each of these theories offers a unique perspective on how the Great Pyramid might have been built, yet none provide a definitive answer. What's clear is that the construction of this ancient wonder required not only immense physical effort, but also a deep understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Whether through ramps, sledges, or something more mysterious, the Great Pyramid of Giza stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we continue our journey through the mysteries of ancient inventions, we'll next turn our attention to another enigmatic creation, the stone spheres of Costa Rica. Now, shifting our focus to the lush landscapes of Costa Rica, we encounter another ancient marvel that continues to baffle researchers, the stone spheres of the Diquis Delta. These perfectly round stone spheres, some weighing several tons, are scattered across the region, their smooth surfaces and near-perfect symmetry defying explanation. Discovered in the 1930s during agricultural work, these spheres range in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter, with the largest weighing an astonishing 16 tons. Their precision is so remarkable that modern engineers have marveled at how such accuracy could have been achieved without advanced tools. The purpose of these spheres remains a mystery, though several theories have been proposed. Some believe they were used as markers for important sites, such as burial grounds or ceremonial spaces. Others suggest they may have served as symbols of power or status, representing the authority of local leaders. There's also speculation that they were aligned astronomically, perhaps used to track celestial events or mark significant dates in the calendar. However, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm any of these ideas, leaving their true purpose shrouded in mystery. Equally puzzling is how these spheres were crafted with such precision. The stones are made of gabbro, a type of volcanic rock, which is incredibly hard and difficult to shape. Researchers believe the ancient artisans used a combination of hammering, grinding, and polishing techniques to achieve their smooth, round forms. Some theories suggest that the spheres were shaped by heating the stone and then cooling it rapidly, causing layers to flake off and leaving behind a rounded surface. Yet, even with these methods, the level of precision required to create such uniformity across multiple spheres is astonishing, especially considering the lack of advanced tools or machinery. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that many of these spheres were moved significant distances from their original quarries. How the ancient people transported these massive stones across rugged terrain remains unclear. Some speculate that they used log rollers or wooden sledges, while others propose more creative methods, such as floating them on rafts along rivers. Whatever the case, the effort required to move and position these spheres speaks to their cultural and symbolic importance. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are not just a testament to ancient craftsmanship, but also a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the societies that created them. As we continue our exploration of unexplained ancient inventions, these enigmatic artifacts invite us to ponder the ingenuity and determination of those who came before us. Next, we'll delve into the cultural significance of these spheres and the myths that surround them, uncovering even more layers of this fascinating mystery. Turning our attention to the cultural significance of the stone spheres, we find that these enigmatic artifacts were far more than just impressive feats of engineering. They held a deep and meaningful place in the lives of the ancient people who created them. For the societies of the Diquis Delta, these spheres were likely symbols of unity, power, and connection to the spiritual world. Some researchers believe they were used in rituals or ceremonies, acting as physical representations of cosmic order or the balance between earth and sky. Their placement in key locations, such as near settlements or along pathways, suggests they may have served as markers of sacred spaces or territorial boundaries. Legends and myths surrounding the spheres add another layer of intrigue. Local stories passed down through generations often describe the spheres as gifts from the gods or as objects imbued with magical properties. One popular tale claims that the spheres were created by a powerful shaman who used them to communicate with the spirit world. Another legend suggests that the spheres were once living beings, transformed into stone as a punishment or a blessing. While these stories are difficult to verify, they highlight the profound cultural and spiritual importance these artifacts held for the people of ancient Costa, Rica. The spheres also reflect the social structure of the societies that created them. Crafting and moving these massive stones would have required significant coordination and labor, indicating a highly organized community with skilled artisans and leaders. Some scholars argue that the spheres were symbols of authority, representing the power and influence of local chiefs or rulers. Their creation and placement may have been a way to demonstrate control over resources and labor, as well as to assert dominance over neighboring groups. Interestingly, the spheres are not unique to Costa Rica. Similar artifacts have been found in other parts of Central and South America, suggesting a shared cultural tradition or exchange of ideas across ancient civilizations. This raises questions about the connections between these societies and how knowledge and techniques were transmitted over long distances. As we reflect on the cultural significance of the stone spheres, it becomes clear that they were more than just objects of beauty or mystery. They were integral to the identity and beliefs of the people who made them, serving as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. Their enduring presence reminds us of the rich cultural heritage of ancient Costa Rica and the timeless human desire to create meaning through art and symbolism. Next, we'll explore another ancient marvel that has puzzled historians and scientists alike: the Iron Pillar of Delhi, a structure that has stood the test of time in more ways than one. Now, let's shift our focus to a marvel of ancient metallurgy that has baffled scientists and historians for centuries: the Iron Pillar of Delhi. Standing over 23 feet tall and weighing more than 6 tons, this ancient iron pillar has defied the passage of time in a way that seems almost impossible. What makes it truly extraordinary is its remarkable resistance to rust, despite being exposed to the elements for over 1,600 years. Located in the Qut complex in Delhi, India, the pillar is a testament to the advanced metallurgical knowledge of its creators, yet its secrets remain largely unsolved. The pillar is made primarily of wrought iron, a material that, under normal circumstances, would corrode over time when exposed to moisture and oxygen. However, the iron pillar of Delhi has remained almost entirely rust-free, a phenomenon that has puzzled researchers for decades. One theory suggests that the pillar's resistance to corrosion is due to its unique composition. Analysis has revealed that the iron contains a high amount of phosphorus, which, when combined with the local climate and the formation of a protective layer of iron hydrogen phosphate, may have contributed to its durability. This accidental or intentional use of phosphorus-rich iron has led some to speculate that ancient Indian metalworkers possessed knowledge far ahead of their time. Another fascinating aspect of the pillar is its inscription, which dates back to the 4th century during the reign of the Gupta Empire. The inscription praises the achievements of a king named Chandra, believed to be Chandragupta II, and provides a glimpse into the historical context of its creation. The fact that the pillar has survived not only the ravages of time, but also the shifting political and cultural landscapes of India adds to its mystique. The Iron Pillar of Delhi is more than just a technological marvel. It's a symbol of the ingenuity and skill of ancient civilizations. Its ability to withstand corrosion has sparked debates about whether its creators had access to advanced metallurgical techniques, or if its rust-resistant properties were the result of a fortunate combination of materials and environmental factors. Modern scientists continue to study the pillar, hoping to unlock the secrets of its longevity and apply those lessons to contemporary materials science. As we marvel at this ancient wonder, it's worth considering how such a structure could have been crafted with such precision and foresight. The Iron Pillar of Delhi stands as a silent witness to the brilliance of its creators, challenging our understanding of ancient technology and leaving us with more questions than answers. Next, we'll delve into the scientific analysis of this incredible artifact, exploring the modern efforts to uncover the secrets behind its enduring strength. Now, let's turn our attention to the scientific efforts that have sought to unravel the mysteries of the Iron Pillar of Delhi. Modern researchers have been fascinated by its ability to resist corrosion for over 1,600 years, and their studies have revealed some intriguing insights. One of the key findings is the pillar's unique chemical composition. The iron used in its construction contains a surprisingly high amount of phosphorus, which is unusual for ancient iron artifacts. This phosphorus, combined with the local climate of Delhi, has led to the formation of a thin protective layer on the pillar's surface. This layer, known as iron hydrogen phosphate, acts as a barrier against rust, shielding the metal from the corrosive effects of moisture and oxygen. Scientists have conducted numerous experiments to replicate this phenomenon, hoping to understand how such a protective layer could form naturally. Some studies suggest that the high phosphorus content in the iron was not accidental, but a deliberate choice by the ancient metalworkers. This raises the possibility that they had a sophisticated understanding of metallurgy, far beyond what was previously believed. However, others argue that the rust-resistant properties might have been a fortunate byproduct of the materials and techniques available at the time. Regardless of the intent, the result is a structure that has stood the test of time in a way that modern materials often struggle to achieve. Another area of focus has been the pillar's microstructure. Advanced imaging techniques have revealed that the iron is remarkably pure, with very few impurities that could weaken its structure. This purity, combined with the protective layer, has contributed to the pillar's longevity. Researchers have also noted that the pillar's exposure to the elements over centuries has played a role in its preservation. The dry, arid climate of Delhi, with its low humidity, has likely slowed down the corrosion process, allowing the protective layer to form and remain intact. Despite these discoveries, the Iron Pillar of Delhi continues to challenge our understanding of ancient technology. Modern metallurgists are still working to fully explain how such a structure could have been created with such precision and foresight. Some have even suggested that the pillar's secrets could inspire new advancements in material science, offering lessons on how to create more durable and sustainable materials for the future. As we reflect on the scientific analysis of this ancient marvel, it's clear that the Iron Pillar of Delhi is more than just a relic of the past. It's a testament to the ingenuity of its creators and a reminder that even the most advanced civilizations of today can learn from the achievements of those who came before us. Next, we'll explore another fascinating artifact that has puzzled historians and scientists alike: the Saqqara bird, an ancient Egyptian object that some believe could be evidence of early aviation knowledge. Now, shifting our focus to another enigmatic artifact, we arrive at the Saqqara bird, a small wooden object discovered in an ancient Egyptian tomb near Saqqara in 1898. This artifact, dating back to around 200 BC, has sparked intense debate due to its striking resemblance to a modern airplane. With its sleek, aerodynamic shape, complete with wings and a tail, the Saqqara bird looks like it could have been designed for flight. But was it, or is there another explanation for its existence? Theories about the Saqqara bird's purpose are as varied as they are fascinating. Some researchers believe it was simply a ceremonial object, perhaps a toy or a religious symbol. In ancient Egypt, birds often held spiritual significance, representing the soul's journey or the divine. The Saqqara bird could have been a representation of a falcon, a bird closely associated with the god Horus, symbolizing protection and kingship. If this is the case, its design might have been more about symbolism than functionality. However, others argue that the Saqqara bird could be evidence of ancient aviation knowledge. Its shape, with its carefully crafted wings and tail, suggests an understanding of aerodynamic principles. Could the ancient Egyptians have possessed knowledge of flight long before the Wright brothers? Some enthusiasts have even gone so far as to suggest that the Saqqara bird might have been a model of a glider or a prototype for a larger flying machine. This theory, while intriguing, remains highly speculative, as there is no concrete evidence to support the idea that the ancient Egyptians had the technology or materials to build functional aircraft. To explore this idea further, modern researchers have conducted experiments to test the Saqqara bird's aerodynamic properties. Some have built replicas and tested them in wind tunnels, finding that the object does indeed have some gliding capabilities. While these tests don't prove that the ancient Egyptians were building flying machines, they do raise interesting questions about the level of knowledge and experimentation that might have existed at the time. Could the Saqqara bird have been the result of early attempts to understand flight, or was it simply a coincidence that its design aligns with modern aerodynamic principles? As we consider these possibilities, it's important to remember that the Saqqara bird remains a mystery. Without additional evidence, we can only speculate about its true purpose. Whether it was a sacred object, a child's toy, or a glimpse into ancient technological innovation, the Saqqara bird continues to captivate our imagination. Next, we'll delve into another puzzling artifact that has fueled debates about ancient civilizations and their knowledge. The Dropa stones, said to contain writings from an extraterrestrial source. Now let's take a closer look at the experiments that have been conducted to uncover the secrets of the Saqqara bird. Over the years, researchers and aviation enthusiasts have been fascinated by the possibility that this ancient artifact might have been designed with flight in mind. To test this theory, modern scientists have built replicas of the Saqqara bird and subjected them to rigorous aerodynamic testing. These experiments aim to determine whether the object could have functioned as a glider or if its design was purely symbolic. One notable experiment involved placing a replica of the Saqqara bird in a wind tunnel to measure its lift and stability. The results were intriguing. The model demonstrated some gliding capabilities, suggesting that its shape was indeed aerodynamically sound. While this doesn't prove that the ancient Egyptians were building functional aircraft, it does raise questions about their understanding of basic flight principles. Could they have been experimenting with the concept of flight, even if only on a small scale? Or was the Saqqara bird's aerodynamic design simply a happy accident, born out of artistic or symbolic intent? Another angle explored by researchers is the possibility that the Saqqara bird was a model for a larger, more complex flying machine. Some have speculated that it could have been a prototype or a teaching tool used to demonstrate the principles of flight to students or craftsmen. However, this idea remains speculative, as there is no evidence of larger flying machines or advanced aviation technology in ancient Egypt. The materials and tools available at the time would have made constructing such devices highly unlikely. Despite the lack of definitive answers, these experiments have added a new layer of intrigue to the Saqqara bird story. They remind us that ancient civilizations were capable of remarkable ingenuity, even if their achievements sometimes defy our modern understanding. Whether the Saqqara bird was a glider, a ceremonial object, or something else entirely, it continues to challenge our assumptions about the past and inspire curiosity about the limits of ancient knowledge. As we move forward, our journey into the mysteries of ancient inventions takes us to another fascinating artifact, the Dropa stones. These mysterious discs, said to contain writings from an extraterrestrial source, have sparked debates and speculation for decades. What secrets do they hold, and could they provide evidence of ancient contact with otherworldly beings? Let's explore this intriguing possibility next. Now, shifting our focus to another enigmatic artifact, we come to the Dropa stones, a discovery that has fueled endless speculation and debate. These mysterious stone discs, reportedly found in a remote region of China, are said to bear intricate markings that some claim are ancient alien writings. The story goes that in the late 1930s, a team of archaeologists stumbled upon a series of burial caves in the Bayan Mountains, where they discovered hundreds of these flat, circular stones. Each disc, roughly the size of a dinner plate, was etched with tiny spiral grooves filled with symbols that appeared to form some kind of written language. The most extraordinary claim surrounding the Dropa stones is that they contain messages from an extraterrestrial civilization. According to this theory, the discs tell the story of a spacecraft that crash-landed in the mountains thousands of years ago, leaving its alien crew stranded on Earth. These beings, known as the Dropa, allegedly intermingled with local tribes, leaving behind these stones as a record of their presence. It's a tale that sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but it has captured the imagination of many who are drawn to the idea of ancient alien contact. However, the authenticity of the Dropa stones has been heavily scrutinized. Mainstream archaeologists and historians have raised significant doubts about their origins and purpose. For one, there is no verifiable evidence that the stones were ever examined by reputable experts or institutions. The original team that supposedly discovered them has never been identified, and the discs themselves have never been made available for independent study. This lack of physical evidence has led many to dismiss the Dropa stones as a hoax or a case of misinterpretation. Adding to the skepticism is the fact that the symbols on the stones have never been conclusively deciphered. While some fringe researchers claim to have translated portions of the text, their findings are often inconsistent and lack credibility. Without a clear understanding of the markings, it's impossible to determine whether they represent a language, a decorative pattern, or something else entirely. The absence of a definitive translation further undermines the claims of extraterrestrial origin. Despite the doubts, the Dropa stones continue to hold a place in the realm of ancient mysteries and conspiracy theories. They have become a staple in discussions about ancient astronauts and the possibility of alien contact in Earth's distant past. While the evidence for their extraterrestrial connection remains elusive, the story of the Dropa stones serves as a reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown and our desire to uncover secrets that lie beyond the boundaries of conventional understanding. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of ancient inventions, our next stop takes us to the Phaistos disc, another artifact shrouded in mystery. This clay disc, covered in undeciphered symbols, has puzzled scholars for over a century. What could its markings mean, and why has it remained an unsolved puzzle for so long? Let's explore this intriguing artifact next. Moving from the realm of skepticism to the world of imagination, the Dropa stones have found a unique place in popular culture, particularly within the UFO and ancient astronaut communities. Despite the lack of credible evidence supporting their extraterrestrial origins, these mysterious discs have become a cornerstone of speculative theories about humanity's past. The idea that an alien civilization might have left behind a tangible record of their visit to Earth is undeniably captivating, and the Dropa stones have been embraced as potential proof of such encounters. In books, documentaries, and online forums, the stones are often cited as evidence of ancient alien contact. Authors and researchers who explore the ancient astronaut hypothesis frequently reference the Dropa stones as part of a larger narrative about extraterrestrial influence on early human civilizations. They argue that the intricate markings on the discs could be a form of alien communication, left behind to guide or warn future generations. This interpretation has fueled countless stories and theories, blending archaeology with science fiction in a way that resonates with those who are drawn to the mysteries of the cosmos. The stones have also made their way into mainstream media, appearing in television shows and films that explore themes of ancient mysteries and extraterrestrial life. Their enigmatic nature makes them a perfect fit for stories that seek to blur the line between fact and fiction. By presenting the Dropa stones as a real-life puzzle with possible connections to alien visitors, these portrayals amplify their mystique and keep the debate alive in the public imagination. However, it's important to note that the mainstream scientific community remains highly critical of these claims. Scholars point out that the lack of verifiable evidence and the absence of any credible translations of the symbols on the stones make it difficult to take the extraterrestrial theory seriously. For many, the Dropa stones are more a product of creative storytelling than a genuine archaeological mystery. Yet, even as the stones are dismissed by experts, their allure persists, demonstrating the power of a good mystery to capture the human imagination. The enduring fascination with the Dropa stones highlights a broader trend in popular culture, the desire to find meaning in the unexplained. Whether they are seen as relics of an alien civilization or simply as intriguing artifacts with an unknown purpose, the stones continue to inspire curiosity and debate. They remind us that sometimes the stories we tell about the past can be just as compelling as the facts themselves. As we leave the world of the Dropa stones behind, our journey through ancient mysteries takes us to the Phaistos disk, another artifact that has defied explanation for over a century. Covered in undeciphered symbols, this clay disk has puzzled scholars and enthusiasts alike. What secrets might it hold, and why has it remained an unsolved enigma for so long? Let's uncover the story of the Phaistos disk next. Now, let's turn our attention to the Phaistos disk, a fascinating artifact that has baffled researchers for over a century. Discovered in 1908 in the ancient Minoan palace of Phaistos on the island of Crete, this clay disk is unlike anything else from its time. Measuring about 6 inches in diameter, the disk is covered on both sides with a spiral of stamped symbols, arranged in groups that seem to form some kind of written message. But here's the catch: no one has been able to decipher what it says. The symbols themselves are unique, with no direct parallels in other known writing systems from the ancient world. Some resemble objects, animals, or human figures, while others are more abstract. This has led to endless speculation about what the disk might represent. Could it be a religious text, a piece of poetry, or even an ancient board game? The possibilities are as intriguing as they are endless. Over the years, countless attempts have been made to decode the Phaistos disk. Linguists, historians, and even computer programs have tried to crack its code, but so far, no one has succeeded. Part of the challenge lies in the fact that the disk is a one-of-a-kind artifact. Without other examples of the same script or context to compare it to, decoding its message becomes a near impossible task. Some researchers have suggested that the symbols might represent an early form of writing, while others argue they could be purely decorative or symbolic. One of the most compelling theories is that the disk might be linked to the Minoan civilization's religious practices. The symbols could represent prayers, hymns, or rituals, offering a glimpse into the spiritual life of this ancient culture. Others have proposed that it might be a form of early storytelling, capturing myths or legends in a visual language. And then there are those who believe it could be a practical object, perhaps a calendar or a record of trade transactions. Despite the lack of consensus, the Phaistos disk continues to captivate both scholars and enthusiasts. Its mystery lies not just in the symbols themselves, but in what they might reveal about the people who created them. The Minoans were a highly advanced civilization, known for their art, architecture, and maritime trade. If we could unlock the secrets of the disk, it might shed new light on their culture, beliefs, and daily life. As we continue to explore the Phaistos disk, one thing is clear: it stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unexplained. Whether it's a sacred text, a piece of ancient art, or something entirely different, the disk reminds us that there are still mysteries from the past waiting to be solved. And as long as those mysteries remain, they will continue to inspire curiosity, debate, and wonder. With the Phaistos disk still shrouded in mystery, our journey through ancient inventions takes us next to the Costa artifact, a small object that has sparked its own share of controversy. Could this seemingly ordinary item be evidence of advanced ancient technology, or is it simply a modern artifact misplaced in time? Let's find out. Theories about the Phaistos disk have sparked a wide range of interpretations, each offering a unique lens through which to view this enigmatic artifact. One of the most popular hypotheses suggests that the disk could be a religious text. The spiral arrangement of symbols might represent a prayer, hymn, or ritual, possibly used in ceremonies by the Minoan civilization. This theory gains traction from the fact that many ancient cultures used symbolic writing to record sacred knowledge, and the Minoans were known for their rich spiritual practices. If true, the disk could provide a rare glimpse into the religious life of this advanced society. Another intriguing idea is that the Phaistos disk might be an early form of storytelling. The symbols could depict myths, legends, or historical events, serving as a visual narrative for a culture that valued oral traditions. Some researchers have even speculated that the disk could be a kind of ancient comic strip, with each group of symbols representing a scene or episode in a larger tale. This theory highlights the creativity of the Minoans and their ability to convey complex ideas through art. On a more practical note, some scholars believe the disk could have served as a calendar or a record-keeping tool. The repetitive nature of the symbols and their organized arrangement might indicate a system for tracking time, agricultural cycles, or trade transactions. This interpretation aligns with the Minoans' reputation as skilled traders and seafarers, who would have needed reliable methods to manage their extensive networks. A more unconventional theory proposes that the Phaistos disk might be an ancient board game. The symbols could represent game pieces or instructions, with the spiral pattern acting as a playing board. While this idea is less widely accepted, it underscores the playful and inventive nature of the Minoan culture, which was known for its love of art and leisure. Despite these varied theories, the Phaistos disk remains an unsolved puzzle. The lack of comparable artifacts or additional examples of the script makes it nearly impossible to confirm any single interpretation. Even with modern technology, such as artificial intelligence and advanced imaging techniques, the disk's message continues to elude us. This enduring mystery only adds to its allure, reminding us that some secrets of the past are not easily unlocked. As we ponder the possibilities, the Phaistos disk stands as a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of ancient civilizations. Whether it was a sacred text, a storytelling device, or something entirely different, its true purpose remains hidden, waiting for the right key to unlock its secrets. And as long as it remains unsolved, it will continue to inspire curiosity and wonder, inviting us to imagine the world of the Minoans and the stories they left behind. Now let's shift our focus to the Costa artifact, a small but controversial object that has fueled debates about ancient technology. Could this seemingly ordinary item hold clues to a forgotten chapter of human history, or is it simply a case of mistaken identity? Let's explore the evidence and the theories that surround this puzzling discovery. Turning our attention to the Costa artifact, we encounter an object that has sparked intense debate and fascination. Discovered in the early 1960s in California, this small, spark plug-like item was found encased within a geode, a naturally occurring rock formation. At first glance, it appears to be a simple piece of machinery, but its discovery inside a geode, which typically takes hundreds of thousands of years to form, has led some to claim it as evidence of ancient advanced technology. Could this artifact be proof of a lost civilization with knowledge far beyond what we've imagined? Or is there a more mundane explanation? The mainstream scientific community largely dismisses the idea that the Costa artifact is evidence of ancient technology. Geologists and archaeologists argue that the object is likely a modern spark plug from the early 20th century, possibly from a vehicle or piece of machinery. They suggest that the geode formation around it could have been accelerated by natural processes, or that the artifact was simply embedded in the rock at a later date. This explanation aligns with the known history of spark plugs, which were first patented in the late 19th century and became widely used in the early 20th century. However, proponents of alternative theories argue that the artifact's presence inside a geode challenges this explanation. They point to the apparent age of the geode and the difficulty of explaining how a modern object could become so thoroughly encased in such a formation. Some even suggest that the artifact might be evidence of extraterrestrial technology or a remnant of a highly advanced ancient civilization that existed long before recorded history. These ideas, while intriguing, lack concrete evidence and are often met with skepticism from the scientific community. The debate over the Costa artifact highlights the tension between mainstream science and fringe theories. While the majority of experts agree that the object is a modern spark plug, the mystery surrounding its discovery continues to capture the imagination of those who seek evidence of ancient or extraterrestrial technology. This artifact serves as a reminder of how easily the line between fact and speculation can blur, especially when dealing with objects that defy easy explanation. As we consider the Costa artifact, it's worth reflecting on the broader implications of such discoveries. Whether it's a modern object or something more extraordinary, it challenges us to question our assumptions about history and technology. And while the truth may remain elusive, the artifact's story invites us to explore the boundaries of what we know and what we have yet to uncover. Now, let's journey to the Longyu Caves, a massive underground network in China that has puzzled researchers for decades. What secrets lie hidden within these ancient, hand-carved chambers, and who could have created such an astonishing feat of engineering? Let's delve into the mystery. The Costa artifact has become a cornerstone in the world of fringe science, where it is often cited as evidence of ancient civilizations possessing advanced technological knowledge. Proponents of these theories argue that the artifact's intricate design and its unusual discovery within a geode point to a level of sophistication that predates modern industrial capabilities. Some even suggest that it could be a remnant of a highly advanced society, perhaps one that existed tens of thousands of years ago, long before recorded history. These ideas, while captivating, often rely on speculative interpretations rather than concrete evidence. One of the most popular fringe theories is that the Costa artifact is linked to the concept of UParts, or out-of-place artifacts. These are objects that appear to defy conventional historical timelines, suggesting the possibility of lost civilizations or even extraterrestrial intervention. For those who subscribe to this view, the artifact serves as a tantalizing clue that humanity's technological history might be far more complex than we currently understand. They argue that mainstream science dismisses such findings too quickly, often without fully exploring alternative explanations. However, it's important to note that these theories often lack the rigorous testing and peer-reviewed research that underpin mainstream scientific conclusions. While the idea of ancient advanced civilizations is undeniably intriguing, the evidence supporting such claims remains largely anecdotal. The Costa artifact, for instance, has been thoroughly analyzed by geologists and archaeologists who maintain that it is a modern spark plug. Yet the allure of the unknown keeps these fringe theories alive, fueling debates and inspiring further exploration. The artifact's role in fringe science also highlights a broader cultural fascination with the idea of lost knowledge and forgotten technologies. It taps into a deep-seated curiosity about humanity's past and the possibility that our ancestors might have achieved feats that rival or even surpass our own. This fascination is not just limited to the Costa artifact, but extends to other mysterious objects and sites around the world, each offering its own set of questions and challenges to conventional historical narratives. As we reflect on the Costa artifact's place in fringe science, it's clear that it serves as more than just an object of debate. It represents the enduring human desire to uncover hidden truths and to question the boundaries of what we think we know. Whether it's a modern spark plug or something more extraordinary, the artifact continues to inspire curiosity and wonder, reminding us that history is often far more complex than it appears. Now let's turn our attention to the Longyu Caves, where another ancient mystery awaits. These massive, hand-carved chambers in China have baffled researchers for decades, raising questions about who could have created them and for what purpose. What secrets might these caves hold, and what do they tell us about the ingenuity of ancient civilizations? Let's explore further. The Longyu Caves, hidden beneath the Zhejiang province of China, are a marvel of ancient engineering that continues to baffle researchers to this day. Discovered in 1992 by a local farmer draining a pond, these caves are not just simple underground chambers. They are a sprawling network of 24 massive, hand-carved rooms, each meticulously designed with smooth walls, intricate pillars, and precise angles. The sheer scale of the caves is staggering, with some chambers reaching heights of nearly 100 feet and covering areas larger than a football field. What makes them even more astonishing is the level of precision in their construction. The walls are carved with such uniformity that they appear almost machine-made, a feat that seems nearly impossible for an ancient civilization without modern tools. The purpose of the Longyu Caves remains one of their greatest mysteries. Unlike other ancient sites, there are no historical records, inscriptions, or artifacts left behind to explain why they were built. Some theories suggest they served as underground storage facilities, perhaps for grain or other resources. Others propose they were used for ceremonial or religious purposes, given their grandeur and the effort required to create them. There's even speculation that they might have been part of a larger, undiscovered complex, possibly linked to ancient military strategies or hidden shelters. Yet, without any concrete evidence, these ideas remain speculative, leaving the true purpose of the caves shrouded in mystery. Equally puzzling is how the Longyu Caves were constructed. The precision of the carvings suggests a level of planning and skill that challenges our understanding of ancient engineering. Each cave is designed with a consistent slope, and the walls are adorned with parallel chisel marks that indicate a highly organized and systematic approach. The amount of rock removed during their creation is estimated to be around 1 million cubic meters, an astonishing volume that would have required an immense workforce and advanced techniques. Yet there is no evidence of the tools or methods used, nor any records of the labor involved. This lack of information has led some to wonder if the caves were created by a civilization with knowledge and technology far beyond what we currently attribute to ancient China. Adding to the intrigue is the complete absence of historical documentation about the caves. Despite their size and complexity, they are not mentioned in any known texts or records from the region. This silence has fueled speculation that the caves were deliberately kept secret, perhaps for reasons lost to time. Some researchers have even suggested that the caves might predate the known history of the area, pointing to the possibility of an even older, forgotten civilization. However, without definitive evidence, these theories remain in the realm of speculation. The Longyu Caves stand as a testament to the ingenuity and mystery of ancient civilizations. They challenge our assumptions about what was possible in the past and remind us that history is often far more complex than the records suggest. As we continue to explore these enigmatic structures, one thing is certain: they hold secrets that could reshape our understanding of human history. And with that, let's turn our attention to the theories surrounding their creation, where the mystery only deepens. Now, as we delve deeper into the enigma of the Longyu Caves, let's explore the fascinating theories that attempt to unravel their true purpose. One of the most widely discussed ideas is that the caves were used as ancient quarries. The sheer volume of rock removed, estimated at 1 million cubic meters, suggests that the caves could have been a source of stone for construction projects. However, this theory raises questions. Why would such an elaborate and precise underground network be created just to extract stone? And where did all the removed rock go? No evidence of the extracted material has been found nearby, leaving this theory incomplete. Another intriguing possibility is that the caves served as secret military bases or shelters. Their hidden location and massive scale could have made them ideal for concealing troops, weapons, or even entire communities during times of conflict. Some researchers point to the uniformity of the chambers and the lack of decorative elements as evidence of a practical, rather than ceremonial, purpose. Yet, without any artifacts or records to support this idea, it remains speculative. Could these caves have been part of a larger, undiscovered defense system? Or were they simply a safe haven for ancient people during turbulent times? The answers remain elusive. A more mystical theory suggests that the caves were used for religious or spiritual purposes. The grandeur and precision of the carvings could indicate that they were sacred spaces, perhaps used for rituals or as a connection to the divine. Some have even speculated that the caves align with ancient cosmological beliefs, serving as a physical representation of the underworld or a place to commune with ancestors. While this idea is compelling, the absence of any religious symbols or artifacts within the caves makes it difficult to confirm. Could the caves have been a place of worship, or do they hold a deeper, more esoteric meaning? The mystery persists. Adding to the intrigue is the possibility that the Longyu Caves predate known Chinese history. Some researchers have suggested that they might be the work of an older, forgotten civilization with advanced knowledge and technology. The precision of the carvings and the lack of historical records have fueled this theory, leading some to wonder if the caves are evidence of a lost chapter in human history? Could they have been created by a civilization that existed long before the rise of ancient China? While this idea is tantalizing, it remains unproven, leaving us to ponder the true origins of these incredible structures. Despite the many theories, the true purpose of the Longyu caves remains a mystery. Each hypothesis offers a glimpse into the possible motivations behind their creation, but none provide a definitive answer. What we do know is that these caves are a testament to the ingenuity and skill of their creators, whoever they may have been. As we continue to study and explore these enigmatic structures, they remind us that history is full of unanswered questions, waiting to be uncovered. And with that, let's turn our attention to another ancient marvel that continues to puzzle researchers, the Iron Pillar of Delhi. As we wrap up our journey through these 25 unexplained ancient inventions, one thing becomes abundantly clear: history is far more mysterious than we often realize. From the intricate gears of the Antikythera Mechanism to the towering precision of the Great Pyramid of Giza, each of these artifacts and structures challenges our understanding of the past. They remind us that ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and skills that continue to baffle modern scientists and historians. Were these creations the result of advanced technologies lost to time, or do they hint at something even more extraordinary? The questions they raise are as compelling as they are unanswered. These mysteries are not just relics of the past, they are invitations to explore, to question, and to imagine. They push us to reconsider what we think we know about human history and the capabilities of our ancestors. Whether it's the enigmatic Voynich Manuscript, the rust-resistant Iron Pillar of Delhi, or the sprawling Nazca lines, each invention tells a story that is still being written. And while we may never fully uncover their secrets, the pursuit of understanding is what keeps us fascinated. What do you think about these ancient enigmas? Do you have a favorite theory or a new perspective to share? Let us know in the comments below. Your ideas might just spark the next big discovery. If you enjoyed this exploration of the unknown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a journey into the mysteries of our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, the past is full of wonders waiting to be uncovered.